Hello friends. Welcome to this lesson of week 8 where we are dealing with the second illustration of mediation settlement. So in this illustration we'll again be seeing the dispute, and here the dispute is between the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law. So we'll be seeing what a dispute is and how mediation was helpful in resolving that dispute. Also, we will be seeing what are the terms of settlement of such a dispute and what things have to be kept in mind by the mediator before drafting a mediation settlement. So in the present dispute, it is a dispute between Shaina, who is the daughter-in-law, versus Rajni, who is the mother-in-law. Again, these names are hypothetical. The situation is hypothetical. You can name them anything, name them by any other name as per your wish. So let's proceed. The dispute. Shaina and Dr. Akash were happily married couple. Full stop. Akash was a specialist doctor, comma, employed in a multi-speciality hospital drawing a handsome salary. Full stop. Point number 2. Shaina is a qualified engineer, comma, employed, comma, but after the birth of a child Malvika, Shaina gave up job to look after the family and devote time to the child. Full stop. Point number 3. Rajni, comma, mother of Dr. Akash, is a widow, comma, a retired government teacher, comma, now drawing pension. Full stop. Their life was happy. This is point number 4. Their life was happy until Akash died in a tragic road accident. Full stop. Now Shaina, Shaina and Malvika live with Rajni. Full stop. Next point is Malvika is studying in 6th standard. Malvika is studying in 6th standard. Full stop. To ensure quality education, comma, Malvika was admitted to a reputed school about 6 kilometers from the house. Full stop. Akash's hospital was close by, comma, therefore, comma, when he was alive, comma, Akash used to pick her up and drop her most of the times. Full stop. Next point. After Akash's death, comma, the employer settled the benefits in favor of the minor child Malvika as she was the nominee. Full stop. The employer also offered job to Shaina on compassionate grounds. Full stop. So till the time you're jotting it down, let me explain these facts to you. So this is a dispute between a mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law, namely Rajni and Shaina. So Shaina was married to Mrs. Rajni's son, that is Akash, and they were happily married. Now Akash was a specialist doctor in a multi-speciality clinic. Multi-speciality hospital, and he was drawing a very handsome salary. After some time, when Mrs. Shaina, she gave birth to a child called Malvika, then she stopped working and she started looking after the child. Now Shaina, now one day Akash died a very tragic death in a road accident. So now it was only Shaina and Malvika, and now they have started living with Rajni. Rajni, who is the mother of Dr. Akash, she is a retired government teacher. She is a widow, and now she is drawing pension. Now, Malvika studies in 6th standard, and her school is almost 6 kilometers away from the area of their residence. So it was near to Akash's hospital, so it wasn't a problem earlier when Akash was alive, because he used to pick up and drop her. But now it is very far. Now after Akash's death, since Malvika was the nominee, benefits were instilled in her, and also on compassionate grounds, the employer offered a job to Shaina as well. Next is, Shaina is feeling lonely, semicolon. She is willing to accept the offer and join the husband's company as it would help the child and her also. Full stop. But, comma, mother-in-law Rajni is not happy. Full stop. she feels that if both go away in the morning, comma, she will be left alone for a good part of the day, and as she has age-related health problems, comma, she needs company and needs emotional security. She needs company and emotional security. Full stop. Next point. If Shaina is keen on joining the employment, if Shaina is keen on joining the employment, comma, Rajni volunteers to shift to a senior citizen home, comma, permanently. Full stop. Rajni's daughter is staying at UK. Rajni's daughter is staying at UK, and Rajni has that option too. And Rajni has that option too, comma, to settle with her daughter for good at UK. Full stop. Next point. Shaina and Rajni have approached a permanent solution by mediation. So till the time you guys are jotting it down, let me just explain these facts. So now Shaina was feeling alone and she is willing to accept the job which the employer of Akash, the multi-speciality hospital I am talking about. So they have offered the job on compassionate basis. Now Shaina is willing to accept this job because this would indeed help her family, like her child and her also. But the mother-in-law, that is Rajni, she is not happy. Her stance is that she has some age-related problems, so she needs someone around her, and also she needs emotional security. Now, if Shaina, the conclusion comes out that if Shaina is willing to join her job, then the mother-in-law will shift to a senior citizen home, or she can go to her daughter who stays in the UK, and there she can go and settle. Now, to settle this dispute, Shaina and Rajni have come to mediation. Now, we'll see how the terms of the settlement are. First, mother-in-law agrees to the daughter-in-law. Mother-in-law agrees to the daughter-in-law, comma, Mrs. Shaina to accept compassionate appointment in the multi-speciality hospital. Full stop. Next point. Rajni and Shaina agree to shift their residence close to the hospital and child Malvika's school, comma. Rajni and Shaina agree to shift their residence close to the hospital and child Malvika's school, comma, where it would be convenient for their day-to movement. Full stop. The maintenance of the house, this is the next point, the maintenance of the house, comma, rent, comma, upbringing, comma, food and nourishment of the family shall be solely borne by Shaina. Of the family shall be solely borne by Shaina. Full stop. The schooling and incidental expenses of Malvika shall be responsibility of Shaina. Shall be the responsibility of Shaina. Full stop. Next point. So let me first explain you the earlier point so that you can jot it down till then. So now they have come to an agreement where the mother-in-law agrees for Shaina to join the job, and they have also decided to shift their residence to a place which is closer to the hospital and indeed would be closer to the school in which Malvika is admitted, so that this would be easy for their day-to-day movement as well. Now the maintenance of the house, the rent, upbringing of the child, the food and nourishment of the family, everything will be taken care of Shaina. Also the schooling and the incidental expenses of Malvika, that shall also be the responsibility of Shaina. Now next is in addition, comma, Shaina agrees to pay rupees 5,000. Shaina agrees to pay rupees 5,000 every month to Rajni towards her personal expenses. Full stop. That is, in addition, comma, Shaina agrees to pay rupees 5,000 every month to Rajni towards her personal expenses. Full stop. Next point. Shaina wishes to have a memorandum of settlement comma, as a matter of record, comma, to claim certain benefits from the employer. to claim certain benefits from the employer.